voices rising higher. Let's go answer the mother.
Hey guys, welcome. This is Africa Kicks. It's live right here on iRebel Studios, and we're all excited. The Super Eagles have done the field of play. We've seen the action and what they can do from the first game. While the jury's still out, some think the Eagles haven't convinced yet, especially with that victory. Others are optimistic that this is the opportunity to improve on and move even further. We're getting the thoughts coming through from quite a lot. Hey, Mr. Positive, he's right here today, guys. Good to have you. Compliment of the season, by the way. It's a pleasure being here.
Yeah, it's good to be here once again.
You know, I'm really going to hope that, for instance, this Mr. Positivity tag that you've taken is going to help you into 2026.
I don't understand where you're coming from.
Let's start with the Eagles. Let's talk about the Eagles. What do you think?
Well, my very positive assessment. Let me borrow your word.
Wow, there we go. There we go.
I watched that game in and out. Impressive because you need the 3 points in your group. You need to pick up the points at this early stage and begin to build momentum. I think it's a good one for the boys, irrespective of how the victory comes in any championship or tournament. You need that victory. I want to give them 60 over 100.
Okay, that's the start. Okay, what did you notice in terms of the tactical breakdown, the formation, the shape, the style? What caught your attention from how the Super Eagles played?
I think in terms of the formation, I'm not happy about it. I don't think we play with a formation, but the good thing is that the last AFCON,
it's our opinion.
The last AFCON, we saw an Alex who will be playing deep and not finding a way to express himself. But this particular first game, we saw Alex Iwobi that is free,
Bashiru should have started that particular game, knowing fully well that Bashiru is one attacker that can move around and get ball and support the attack.
You know what my assessment is? I think that we played very well, like you said. When I mean we played very well, it's the first game.
Yes.
It's always good to win your first game, get the points on the board. There were a few things that I thought the team can improve on, and I like when the manager in the post-match did mention these things, that there's room for improvement. Number one, I think that defensive partnership is not going to work in this tournament. Basi and Semi will not work. Right?
I don't want to go.
It will not work. It will not work, not because
Ajayi was flat-footed all throughout the game.
Yes, so Ajayi a few times, and I think that and Ajayi scored, right? But I think that in the primary job we employ Ajayi for is to defend.
Yeah.
And I think that triangle, the two central defenders and the holding midfielder, the number 6, and you know who number 6 is, right? The three of them, doesn't work. So one or two of them have to leave that position. Preferably for me to be two. We play like the Pello role.
It won't
so
be free.
I'm giving him the Pello role. The Pello role means that you start attack for us. We've seen loads of teams do it. You have like a Busquets who stays at the back and starts to build from the back. He now has two energetic. You already mentioned Dele Bashiru, a lot of energy, right? And you mentioned maybe somebody else who also plays beside him, right? That person's job is also to ensure you break play. Give Iwobi a few seconds on the ball to pick that pass.
But I have a question for you, Femi, and this is probably where you think I'm coming.
They had to find a winner. The only team that won hands down was maybe Senegal.
Morocco.
No, it was Senegal.
Tunisia?
It was Senegal. Tunisia, okay, agreed.
Quite a large match.
But they also conceded. No, but they also conceded. It was 3-1.
Yes,
they also conceded.
3-1.
Okay. Uganda scored again. The only team that kept a clean sheet from the big ones, apart from Morocco, was Senegal. And Senegal was up against Botswana. Right?
I thought Botswana you played against.
No, we didn't play against Botswana.
Your country?
No, we didn't play against Botswana.
Are you sure?
No, we didn't play Botswana.
No, it was the Falcons that played.
The next game against Tunisia. We're just reviewing the first game, what we all saw. I thought it was very slow. Chukwueze was the only player who was willing to take on players time and time again. Maybe he did a little too much because there were times when he had beaten his marker.
He was also losing the ball to me.
Yes. But I like the fact that he tried it. We want to see somebody try and fail, right? I like that. I also liked what Akko did. For me, Akko would also be right up there for my man of the match. Akko, Chukwueze, and Iwobi. Iwobi number 1.
Yeah.
Chukwueze number 2. Akko number 3. Akko got into positions very good. He didn't convert, but he got into very good positions. I think Akko is very unlucky. He's unlucky because I say this, that he will never be considered the first striker.
Yeah, because of
never,
Osimhen.
right? However, I think that he has the skill set to be the first striker of the Super Eagles, right? Osimhen is good. Osimhen is a lot of things, but I thought that first game, if Osimhen was auditioning with that first game, I did not think he did a good job. I think he missed a lot of chances.
Osimhen didn't come to the party.
Even when he had the opportunity, right? And when he didn't get his opportunity, it felt like the baby who was going to throw the doll out of the pram and all, because he kept complaining. I'm like, look, if you want to end up being a senior head in this team, you need to understand that everybody's not playing for you.
You can't be everything.
Everybody's not playing for you.
Especially when you have people with attacking mind playing along with you, they also want to score.
I don't think it's a team problem. I think it's more of the government's problem, because the government has been going through a lot of bashing recently. I'm agreeing with you. I support you. I think the government in trying to save their face, because I can't believe I'm saying this, but I wonder, do we start celebrating second place?
Even celebrating is not really the issue.
You gave them land.
Documentation. It should have been done here.
No, you gave them land for second place.
It should have been, okay, if they win the trophy, what will you give to them?
They will give them the whole Nigeria.
Or Aso Rock.
Oil block.
No, give them Aso Rock.
I want to ask a question. For Pesero, is he going to sell his land or is he going to rent it out?
No, it's his own. He has that decision. Just like what Bonfrey did. Bonfrey still has his property.
Oh.
Yes, they all still have the properties.
It's a very good, and obviously you can use it for real estate.
It's a good one, but the manner the presentation came up in Morocco.
No, I agree with you. But Prince, will you understand that this government, especially the NSC, are under a lot of pressure because they automatically failed in their bid to get the Super Eagles to the World Cup. Now, also remember that they spent...
putting the blame on the NSC instead of the NFF?
No. The blame is from top to bottom.
Yes. So the NFF is
why is it top to bottom? Did the NSC release the money for the DC? Why did you have to wait for the players to strike before you release the money?
Why did the NFF push?
I'm sure they must have, but you did not listen. Because there's no way were they aware that they're owing their money? Yes. Yeah. So why didn't you sort it out? Why did you sit and say, you know what, before this becomes an international embarrassment, let's resolve it? Number two, that's number one. Number two, please, Will, you have everybody understands that there was another event that coincided with that playoffs. What was the NSC supposed to be? That answers the question.
You're asking me. It's our nomenclature. That's in Nigeria.
Because if I remember clearly, there was the Saudi games.
Yeah.
And the NSC,
and they left
the Saudi games. They left the Saudi games and went to Morocco to go and sit down. And the DG was walking around the team, and I'm like, that's not your job. I know that sometimes we don't...
Oversight.
But look, let's not go there. Like we said, that's the past. This is the present. 2-1. There were nervy moments. There were some scares. And that brings us to our next game. It is on Saturday, right? We've got Tunisia. I like the game. Because Tunisia would not play like Tanzania.
Yeah.
Tunisia would come out and be very expansive in their game. So it tests the might of the Super Eagles.
Don't forget that Tunisia was a stumbling block.
2 AFCONs ago.
2 AFCON, yeah.
But I feel that this Tunisia, from one game is not enough to judge a team.
Yeah.
But I thought that first game they had against Uganda told us the kind of team we're going to be up against. How should we prepare for this one, Okwe?
I think it will go along with the preparation. I think Erichel needs to sit down and look at what he can do, because this Tunisian side, they are very expressive. You could see how they move the ball. You could see that they want to score a whole lot of goals. They are a scoring team, unlike the Tanzanians. The Tanzania had just one thing to do to make sure Osimhen did not get to play, and that worked out for them a bit, but good enough. We had other people scoring for us. But for the Tunisian game, I would like Erichel to look at the creativity of the team, because that will bring us goal, to make sure that the strikers are getting feed enough.
But funny enough, they did get opportunities in the game against Tanzania. They missed it.
Yeah.
Remember that Osimhen had the chance cleared off the line. Right, when he went around the goalkeeper, and he did that twice. So I'm blaming the strikers, because I think that the strikers Akko had a few chances. I like that call.
So you prefer them? Will you prefer Erichel to change the striking position?
No. I would like
maybe Osimhen should sit down.
No, Osimhen cannot sit down.
Or maybe Akko Adams should.
Akko cannot sit down. No, what he's playing.
So what do you think?
What I think the manager should do, and I'm afraid of this, is the back. We criticize Pasero.
But we saw this coming. We talked about it, that the defense...
No, but we didn't see it this way, because remember, Olaino is not here. No Frederick's here. Imagine if we had those two. I'd be a bit more confident that, okay, you know what, look, we've got defenders who are capable.
You don't take me serious. That's not the problem.
Why?
Yeah. Because I remember the last time we were on this set, I did mention that 3 key players are no longer in this team, and it's going to give us a problem. You told me Chell is on top.
You know what? At this stage, we need to go and listen to what the people are saying. Because what do you mean?
Yes.
Do you have proof of it?
Come off it after the show.
Okay, we'll go off it. Let's listen to some of the reactions from Nigerians about the first game against Tanzania. Then we'll preview the next game, what the expectations are against Tunisia this Saturday.
AFCON is on, and you know what that means. Plenty of opinions. We are out here asking football fans what they think about the tournament. Which team is looking strong, who is standing out, and who will take the trophy at the end of it all. My name is Gift Swani from iRavel Studios. Let's go hear what our football fans are saying. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Good evening.
So what do you think about the Nigerian team in the AFCON tournament?
What I think about them, I believe they should do well this time around because they need to make up for their lost defeats of World Cup qualifiers. So they need to make us proud also this time around.
Yes. So there's a lot of rumors going on about the NFF, them not paying the coach, and even Mikel Obi said that all of this can affect the input of the Nigerian team in this AFCON tournament. Do you think that that's true?
It's possible, and well, I will have to give kudos to the Super Eagles coach because he actually did his best by not putting this out. Because if it's another coach, they would have been granting press conference talking about how bad they've been treating him and everything. So I believe the players need to reward the coach for his belief in them and not coming out to start talking about or creating distractions for them.
The first half of the match just ended. So far, what do you think is your prediction for this match? How well do you think Nigeria will do in this match?
They are playing well, except for the misses with chances that I actually don't like. And Ikpe has performing some very annoying also. But at least they should win 3-0, 2-3-0.
Who is your favorite player in the tournament?
It's Osimhen.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good evening. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So what do you think about the Nigerian team in the AFCON tournament?
Like, as I'm what
Yes.
I can see the impact that forever there. That means Nigeria can perform well.
How far do you think that they can go?
We will win this match. I have something like that.
What are your predictions for the match?
Like, 3-0.
In the favor of Nigeria?
Sure.
Thank you very much. Good evening. How are you doing tonight? Okay, so what can you say about the Nigerian team in this AFCON tournament?
One I say that I'm still expecting some little from the team, due to the fact that we are knocked out of the World Cup. So I believe they still strive to at least to attain a certain stage in this tournament.
So do you think they'll do well?
Yeah, sure. At least I'm still predicting at worst quarter-final.
At worst, quarter-final.
Quarter-final. At worst, I will even try at all, and it should be in the quarter-final.
Okay, that's good.
From Casablanca to Marrakesh, Tangier to Rabat to Fez, Agadir to Sahara to all cities, the rhythm moves our souls.
Nigerians, I think that Gift went to the wrong place.
How?
Those Nigerians are too civil.
I don't understand.
When I hear Nigerians react on radio shows, they're like, wait, we're not convinced, we're not satisfied.
That's the two.
That's why I said she went to go and meet. I like this was like, it's okay.
Mind you, the personality to also dampen your
Good point. But I guess the lights, there were not too many lights, so but it was all good. So Nigerians talking about what to expect against Tunisia. Guys, let's go into it. What should we expect? Nigeria-Tunisia. It's on Saturday at 9 p.m.
It's going to be a fierce game, considering the fact that the categories of Tunisia and the Super Eagles of Nigeria, they've always been at each other's neck.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be a game of who is more hungrier.
What do you mean who's more hungry? It's a group game now.
It's a group game. Mind you, if you win this game, you top the group.
If we don't win the group, we'll qualify. If we don't come second, we can still qualify. 1, 2, 3 can still qualify in this group.
You want to start this permutation now?
I just want you to know, don't make it seem like it's do or die.
Okay, but it's going to be an interesting game because both teams has the flair to attack, and they have very enterprising players within the team. I see a game where the midfield will be the potent area for both teams.
My problem with the team setup now is, do we sacrifice flair for solidity? And the manager did it against DR Congo, right? I think it was Ademola Lookman. Who was it that was sacrificed? There was one player who was sacrificed for Onyeka, right? We already have Iwobi and Inidi as our deep line players, defend midfield. You need someone who's got the energy, someone who can move, and someone who can break play. So the Tunisia don't settle on the ball and start passing it around. Quick transition, because we need to transit. When Dele Bashiru came on, he was very energetic move. The only problem I had was the position he featured, because the role meant Chukwueze can operate in that role because it's like an inverted winger. When he's attacking, he can go out. But when he needs to tuck back in. But for Dele Bashiru, he's naturally not a winger.
I think the wings, if we actually establish our wing play, we'll have a much more better game. But from what you've just said, I agree with you. The Tunisians are quite pacey.
That's a lot to do.
No. To be very frank, the Tunisians are quite pacey. We also need a reciprocal gesture in person of Chukwueze, because he has this flair to run forward and quickly recover. So, like rightly said, we're not the coach, but this is what we really want to see in the next game.
I'd like to also see a few more understanding. I want to see communication. I thought there wasn't a lot of communication at the back.
Yeah, you're very correct.
Because the goal we considered against Tanzania, let's be frank, we shouldn't consider a goal.
Yeah.
That goal was down to communication.
I'm happy I'm not the one saying all this. I'm good.
No, I'm a realist. Unlike you, I'm a realist.
So I'm not a realist.
You're not, no.
Okay.
You live in
You're an
utopia.
antagonist.
Yes, you live in one utopia.
Okay.
As I started from the beginning by saying, Semi Ajayi and Calvin Bassett, despite both being in it boys, surprising how they can't communicate to each other.
And you know, they are not really used to play with each other.
Actually, I mentioned this the last time.
They are not really, you know,
No,
Calvin is used to playing with
communication.
Ekong.
So I would suggest, if we want to go far in this tournament, we don't play four at the back.
Well, for me, before you go on, I still want to give it to the Super Eagles.
We'll beat Tunisia now.
Don't be too confident.
We'll beat Tunisia
because
it may be hard.
I can see the aura of positivity.
Osimhen will score in that game.
I don't want to know who scores.
Osimhen will score in that game.
Like what Prince Ikpe Ekong says, it's a teamwork, and you have to give it to anybody. Anybody can give us a goal. Victory is paramount at this junction.
Well, since you mentioned Prince Ikpe Ekong, former Nigerian international, who's been at quite a number of tournaments with the Super Eagles, let's connect with him now and get his reaction from the last game against Tanzania and what he expects from this team in this tournament. Let me start by asking you, what do you think about your assessment of the game, the last game Nigeria played against Tanzania?
To be honest with you, I mean, it's not a wow, and it's not also, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's just an intro. I will use the word. It's just an intro.
Okay, so who impressed you based on that result?
I like the composure of the defense also too. I like, to be honest with you, I want to make it very collectively. I like the impression of the defense and also the midfield as well. And also the transition, also the way also they transit also going forward as well too. I think impressively the whole team, for me, I think it's an okay intro.
Who stood out for you? What areas did you think the coach should improve on? Because the coach did mention some form of improvement during the post-match conversation. What areas do you think the team needs to improve in?
I think it's consistency, because if you look at the team, sometimes there is, and that's what cost also to Congo. Also too, I also understand the tired legs as well too, because if you watch before we met Congo, before the match against Congo, we had already played 100 plus minutes. Yes. And you also need to understand that when players are playing, there is also fatigue that is also part of the process as well too. Yeah. So by the time they're playing against Congo, absolutely players already there's already fatigue problem. And that's why if you look at the game intensively against Congo, you realize that the Congolese had the ball possession most of the time. And they were doing most of the run-ins, and also Victor out of the game also affected the team, because Victor as a player himself, he had this aggressiveness where the players, see as kind of motivation. So when it comes to things like that, also to when you have fatigue, tired legs, and also mental strength also too. You also need some kind of motivation. It's like running a marathon race, and then you have used your energy, you have used your strength, and then you have 2 laps to go. When you hear voices, you push, even though you are tired. So I think that was what. And then and looking at it yesterday, so they need to improve on those consistency. They also need to be developed also too, and also rest very well. And their physical strength will tell a lot also too in this competition.
So, good morning. I don't know,
Good
maybe
morning.
it's morning over
It's
there.
morning with the same time gift. Yeah.
All right. Like Femi said, we were hoping to see you this December, but it's fine. It's fine. January is around the corner. We'll be patient with that.
I will come to your studio seriously
All right.
anytime. I promise you guys.
We'll be looking forward to seeing you.
Me too.
All right. My question is that yesterday we saw Nigeria sea of Tanzania with a 2-1 win, but a goal from Shemi Ajayi, assisted by Alex Iwobi. Also, a wonderful goal from Ademola Lukman,
Look
also
more.
assisted from Iwobi. Is it a
Yes.
thing of concern for us as Nigerian that Osimhen did not get on the score sheet, or should it be a thing of joy for us that if he's not scoring, others are getting on the score sheet?
I think the second phase of your conclusion will be the answer, because I think football is a teamwork. And it's not, of course, we know that a player makes a difference. Don't get that fact. Always one player can actually make so much difference in a team. But guess what? It's a football, it's a teamwork. And the likes of the kind of players we have in Super Eagles, we have quality players that are capable. The players we have players, strikers and attackers, midfielders that are capable of playing top teams in the world. And so yesterday, I didn't look more. I saw the turn and then the finishing. It shows the quality also too. Alex Wobi also too. His assists also too. Of course, you can see he's week in and week out. You can see him in Premier League. And a lot of people complain the way he plays in the Premier League, he hasn't given. But guess what? Football is like a marathon race. You know, you don't see you don't see a player's quality in just one game. As they begin to play and as they begin to showcase, you see the consistency, you see the performances. And, and trust me, it's not just Victor Osimhen. We have so many quality players. There are so many unknown players also too that Nigerians, they haven't made cap yet for Nigeria, but they are powerful enough to showcase and to do much better. All they just need is the opportunity to be able the platform to be able to show themselves. So we do have those players, not just Victor Osimhen, who actually can do well.
All right, let me deviate from the Super Eagles and come straight to the AFCON tournament. It has started within a couple of days. Which other team do you think you'll be able to assess that you've actually seen doing impressive as the championship has started so far?
Mhm. For me, I would like to, we should watch out for countries like Egypt. Okay. We should watch out for, yeah, uh, watch out for Nigeria as well too. I want to pick these 2 countries. But of course, I do not want to be very sentimental when making this judgment. Like I was listening to an interview where where Bassi, Kevin, Wobi and Chukwueze, Wobi and Chukwueze said they have done well so far, and Chukwueze said, what well have you done in the Nations Cup? So when winning the tournament, and then Chukwueze begins to address Nigerians and like, we are hoping and wishing to win the tournament because the last performance was they came all the way to the finals. And if you want to continue, you should be able to. Uh, he's trying to tell us that we are not coming to go all the way to finals this time, but we are going for the cup. And that's football. That's not a guarantee. That's what you also need to understand. It's not a guarantee that because he says it, that's the way it's going to be, because football, even if you look at the teams and the performances and the way they play, but still, by the time the teams meet other teams, it will depend the tactics, it will depend the current form, it will depend the consistency of those teams, the opponent that they are meeting, and how they are ready to concentrate and to perform that very day. Because sometimes football, that's why people say it's unpredictable. Of course, we know better teams, better players can always make difference. But guess what? The consistency of the team at that moment will mean. For me, there are quite a number of teams from the northern part. They are scary. People are saying Senegal. Some says the Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast also too. Of course, they are the current winners. We should look at. We should be aware of them because they are not the teams from the team that won it. They are not far from it today. So they are a threat also too. We should look at other countries as well too. Look at Senegal. Look at Nigeria. So there are so many countries actually to watch out for, to be honest with you.
So finally, for me now, after watching the first game, right, is it too much to ask what your prediction would be for the Super Eagles in this tournament?
I think if they are very consistent and full focus, I think they can go all the way.
To win it?
They have the capability. Yes, they can go all the way to win the tournament. Yes, okay. They can go all the way. It's not impossible. They have the quality. They have the standard. Okay. They have the standard. So I think this might also be a compliment also to for missing out. This is all they should be thinking about. There is nothing less they should be thinking about right now is to go all the way to bring the cup to Nigeria. That's the only way they can compliment Nigerians.
And I agree with you. And I agree with a lot of things. The only problem is that you can't stop people from going on social media.
Yeah.
On social media, you find a lot of words people put out. Abuses, curses, I don't know. It's what they do with it that matters. But guys, let's get your prediction. What do you think this game will finish off? Nigeria, Tunisia. Prince Will, let's go with you first. You've got the tag, you've got the title, aka Mr. Positivity.
It's going to be a tough one, Femi, I must be honest. I'm looking at 2-1 in favor of the Super Eagles.
That's good. Okay.
It's going to be a difficult game. The Tanzania game looked quite not that easy, but at least we got something out of it. I think I'm going to go with what Prince Way said. I think a 2-1.
I'd say clean sheet, 1-0. I'll go for a clean sheet, 1-0.
I see the Tunisians scoring.
Yeah.
They have a sharp attack.
Uganda, defeat the computers in Uganda. The computers in Uganda.
Well,
let's see how it goes. There'll be a few games to watch out for this weekend from the Cup of Nations. Round 2 matches starts on Friday, right? So we'll get to see all through round 2 matches coming through this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. We're counting out to the end of the year, so it means the AFCON will take us into the new year. There'll be so much to go through. We'll try to keep you updated with all the stories. We'll also try to bring expert opinions and also your thoughts as well, you on the streets, what you feel about the Super Eagles and how far you think they can go. Most a big thanks to Prince Viesa, Mr. Positivity today, and Okwayemi Moro. They were also here, shared their thoughts. Pretty good.
I don't know where you come from.
Stranger things have happened, really. So it's the first time I've seen you positive this year.
Really?
Yes.
We are rounding up the year, so...
Yes, that's why. I wonder what your New Year resolution will be. I'll find out what it is next week.
Wait, when I told you we qualified for the World Cup, that was not positive, Ali?
No, that's negative.
It was never a positive thing.
Before we bring back AKA Mr. All right, thank you very much for joining us. That's our package today with a fresh one coming through from Africa Cakes later on our Studios. Bye.
Let's get to know